My name is Denise Rice, and I have worked both in structured and wildland fire for over 20 years. I truly love my job and the people I work with. In 2011, I reported to my supervisor that I was being sexually harassed by my second-line supervisor. Women are often disregarded, not taken seriously, and passed over. I have personally experienced this. The agency provides protections for its offenders, often promoting them while the victims are shattered, left behind, and nowhere to turn. Women are treated differently in regards to training, assignments, and promotion. Women who report sexual harassment are repeatedly retaliated against. It is your word against theirs. The moment you speak up, you are committing career suicide. Zero tolerance is baloney. The system is rigged against women for reporting sexual harassment and assault. The agency protects the offender. From 2009 to 2011, my second-line supervisor repeatedly sexually harassed me and assaulted me. I filed a complaint, and the instant my life changed. Management removed me of all my supervisory responsibilities, moved me from my location, isolated me to the office of where the perpetrator's friends were and where his wife worked. I never have received a poor evaluation. Numerous investigations were held. There was an OIG investigation with multiple interviews with multiple investigators. I had to relive these incidences over and over and over again. One of the investigators provided graphic details to my peers of what my second-line supervisor had done to me, including the assault. I had lost my reputation, my dignity, when they made my situation public. My family was destroyed. My husband felt helpless because he wasn't allowed to protect me. My life was a living hell. Another example is when the district ranger called an all-hands fire meeting with all my peers in fire to discuss what happened to me and what was happening to the perpetrator and the investigations. I begged them not to make me attend. I was directed to go. And as soon as the district ranger started discussing what happened to me and people turned and looked at me, I was on display. These were my peers, people I've known for years. I felt responsible, degraded, and I was humiliated. My perception was I was being blamed for the destruction of the fire organization. I quickly left the meeting. Shaking and in tears. There was talk of putting me on AWOL for leaving. I was being attacked by the ones who were supposed to protect me. The agency protected my perpetrator, and while he was under investigation for sexual assault, he continued to supervise women and was allowed to take agency-paid developmental training to promote his career and act as district ranger. This message meant that nothing was wrong, and I was the problem. I kept hearing he's entitled to due process, and this lasted for months. After the investigations were done, they were given to all the district rangers who read all the details and once again, violating my confidentiality, they discussed it, and they determined that he needed to be removed. But before they were going to remove him, the forest supervisor took him out for coffee and advised him of the notice. He retired the next day. And then he was directly hired on a California incident management team, which meant he would be assigned, we could both be assigned to the same fire incident, allowing him to continually work with women. And just this year, they brought him back, fire management brought him back to give a motivational speech to the El Dorado hotshots on my forest. I have since then filed additional reprisal complaints. From working with the Coalition of Minority Employees and being a class action agent for the female firefighter class action, I know what happened to me happens to women all over the region and Forest Service. I don't know of any women who have been able to recover and lead successful careers after filing sexual harassment claims. People need to be held accountable for their actions. Management needs to protect its employees and remove the offenders. Thank you. I'd be glad to answer your questions.